Kelly was fantastic. She really connected with the audience.
She was a phenomenal speaker. She had a lot of energy and she kept it real.
I'm Kelly Swanson. I'm a motivational speaker, a comedian, and author of Who Hijacked My Fairy Tale.
I ended up being on the phone with her for like 45 minutes and I didn't even realize she was the best speaker that I've ever worked with.
I'm Kelly Swanson. It's nice to meet you. Look at all these people staring at you. They're waiting for you to say something that's going to change their lives.
After I got out of college, I was an English major. I didn't know what I wanted to do. I went to a writing class at a community college, and there were a bunch of teachers in there taking it for credit. And the teacher said, you know, your story's good, but the way you tell it is even better.
I finally realized life ain't about looking like the princess.
So I started going to schools, telling stories, and I fell into the world of storytelling and became a professional storyteller. So then I met a humorist, Jeannie Robertson, and she said, you know, you need to be a motivational speaker. What you do is motivating already, and you just need to take it to an audience. And it took a while because I had low self-esteem, and that's hard on your confidence.
You know what I looked like in high school? I looked like androgynous Pat.
I still fight that. Am I worth it? Am I allowed to get up here? Do I have something of value to say? And when you see how it connects with people, when you see how many people out there are just desperate for somebody to take the face off and get real and to be authentic with them and to come in and show them it's okay if you dance and the undersides of your arms jiggle like a bat's wings, or it's okay that I don't look like a princess, or it's okay I'm not a size 4.
Nobody's going to go in somewhere to that boob doctor and say, no, I don't want the Marilyn Monroe version. I want the Kelly Swanson version that looks like 2 tube socks with a handful of change hanging at the bottom.
That's kind of who I speak to. Not the ones with all the confidence in the world, but those who are sitting there that they really wanted to have this dream, and they maybe had a moment in the spotlight or didn't, and they left it because they got scared or somebody said they couldn't do it. I'm bringing humor and hope, laughter, stress relief, that encouragement that says we're gonna get through this together. You're gonna be okay. And if you don't think humor and hope is important, I'll show you somebody who doesn't have any.
Maybe there was another reason I couldn't see at the time of the season, because I knew all the notes. I could play them with ease. I practiced, I performed, I studied theories, but I think the reason my heart was dismaying was because I never believed in the song I was playing. And what good if you're skilled and you know every part if the song that you sing doesn't come from your heart?
That's the beauty of storytelling. You're telling them that story about Mama being painted on black velvet for Daddy for Christmas, and about her decorating the house, and there's not a tiny square inch of that house couldn't be nailed on, glued on, tagged on, shoved on top of that didn't have a Christmas decoration on it. And they're listening to your story, and they're there in Pride's Hollow, but they've also gone somewhere else. I did a retirement home one time, and there's a lady crying in the back. She was somebody that just happened to walk in. She was working, and she said, "You just took me back to my Christmas with my mama," and it was just, you brought me, you know, I was there, and I realized she was somewhere completely different, and I love that. There's a bigger reason for why I do what I do. This is not about me. When you love on people and you help them heal and you watch them, you see the impact. You just sit back and go, whoa, this is bigger than me. This is bigger than a job description.
Loved her honesty. She's very humorous, that's for sure. She's hilarious to listen to, but it has a personal touch when you have your own stuff in your life that you deal with. So it was great.
I take the role of a motivational speaker seriously, and I don't believe that that client or the person who paid to come see the show is paying for just an hour of my time. I believe that we were meant to be drawn together in this divine appointment, so to speak.
I hope our paths cross again. I hope you stay on the funny side of life and that you don't stay in the land of if only. And if I can ever be of any help, find me. My door's open, and I mean it, and we'll take this journey together. I'm Kelly Swanson. It's nice to meet you.